Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Art of the Oracle. I am so excited to read for you once again on this What's Up Wednesday. I'm staying with the theme of tarot this week, but I've decided to do a different tarot every week. And today I'm using Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. It's a kind of a whimsical, mystical take on tarot, which is very interesting to see the difference between all the different tarots. Now, over the last 2 days, we have a lot of like masculine influence, the divine masculine, and we're moving into tomorrow being the full moon phase, a buck, I think is what they call it, full moon, because it's around the time when antlers are grown for deer. And so it is a very masculine time, and the cards so far this week have really reflected that, the masculinity of, coming into who you are, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to be a man, but it's that outward focus, that moving into something, like the deer growing his antlers, becoming who he was meant to be, right? So I know that's just a little nod to what the full moon is happening, but we're in the full moon phase, and we have been this week. So it's very exciting to kind of see how the cards are relating to that. So let's take a dive into the cards today and see what is the message for the collective today. We're going to start with the first one here. I love it. It's the Magician. Can you see that? So the Magician on here is by Archangel Radleigh, and I have to admit I don't know that much about the angels, especially other than like Michael and Raphael. It says you are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest that, to manifest whatever it is that you want. Life is magical. And so this kind of is a beautiful way to begin, because that's what yesterday's theme was about. It's like, where are you putting your attention? What are you looking at? You have to make the choices necessary to move in the direction that you want. And I'm feeling that energy really, really big right now in my own life. So I'd love to hear from you, and how is it going for you? So let's see, what are the other influences, and what does the cards like to share with us for a message, an awareness of something that is happening right now in the world, in the collective, or in your personal life, right? It's all very interesting. So this is far too many cards, so I generally take the top one and the bottom one when these come out like this. So let's take a peek at what some of these are. So we have air and water. The page of water says it's around logic, honest, impulsive, curious. So pages are kind of newer energy about outward focus, and this is around ideas and communications and things. So what this says, a lot of times when I see the page, I reflect on information coming in, right? Sometimes it is portrayed as the card of news, right, coming in. This one says challenging information, or delays, or a change of plans, and truth delivered without tact. So yeah, sometimes when we use different decks of cards, they bring in a whole different level of energy around it and information, and that's one of the things that I'm seeing. So in this card, I'm drawn to the unicorn image here in the side, because it was talking about things being magical, and this almost looks like a Merlin image here as it portrays Archangel Radleigh in the Magician itself. And so I'm still feeling this magic energy, and although it's saying that there's challenging information, which I believe there could be. There is lion here, there's wolf here, there's the unicorn here, and there's this beautiful empowered feminine energy here asking us to be curious. And I think that that's the next step in the creator phase, right? is that you have to be curious about things to be able to move in a direction that's unknown. Because it's air energy, I feel like there may be information that we receive. He's looking towards her. This feels like information received right now. So in this day, in this week, during this full moon, some sort of information is going to come to either personal awareness or collective awareness that is going to be something that we have to deal with or pay attention to as we are moving towards this creator energy. Now, we also have the water here, which is around our emotional state. And this is the 6. And you see like this little, it looks like a child, right? In this, and that's one of the things that the 6 of Cups is kind of like the nostalgia card, right? You see a lot of times, you know, a child and the adult, and then you see the progression of that. So it could relate to information that's coming in about, you know, something that happened in your childhood, which to me means that it's probably or could be a realization about something, either something that you have been dragging through your life as a result of something that happened in your childhood. It says memories from your history, issues regarding children, and romanticizing the past. One of the things that we do, not only romanticize the past, but we also go into kind of that victim thing, right? And we remember things from the past, from our child self, which it isn't the same when you're young as you are when you're old and you have more experience to understand the thing. So I think that what it's saying through the Magician card is that it's time to deal with those, right? It's time to deal with those challenging thoughts and ideas of things that we had in our past that are still coming up over and over again. So if you have that in your life, that thing that you're like, I can't believe it's happening again, it's because it's really begging you to resolve the issue. I think there's one more card as we resolve the reading that we have going on here. Final card, please. I think it's this one. Okay, so we go back again to the beginning. So that's a perfect way to end this. A leap of faith, follow your dream, unexpected opportunities with Archangel Metatron, showing this young man. Once again, we have the unicorn here. So we have the unicorn image, and it says romancing the past. But again, I'm also very aware of, excuse me, I have to sneeze. All right. So I think when things happen, they happen for a reason. So there could be something that really makes you stop and brings your attention into focus, right? It makes you really realize what it is that you're doing, which was what the message was about yesterday. It's like, pay attention to what you're focusing on. I think this is about you being able to create a life. And it's asking you to resolve some of these challenging ideas and thoughts and things, memories that you have from as a child, whether you romanticize this one person or whatever place being the ultimate, or you came from a victim state. Whatever it is that as an adult, everything changes from when you were a child and innocent and unable a lot of times to really understand what it is that you're experiencing. So it's asking you to resolve some of these issues, to take a look at it, that you have within you the magic, like break out the magic wand and just say, okay, enough is enough. I'm ready to finally resolve these old issues that keep coming in. And it may be hard to hear. That's what this says, like truth delivered without tact. Something that could be challenging, but through that, the dreamer is the ability to begin again. And the dreamer is all about unexpected opportunities. And so when we resolve things from the past and we kind of close that chapter or clean out that closet, whatever it is, we have the ability to begin again and put new things in the closet, or to, when we close something, it opens a door to something else that is meant for us on this road. So where are you at in this journey, and what is it that is kind of something that has been nagging or unresolved in your world to help you to be the magician that you are and live this full life and able to follow your dreams. So thank you so much for being here at the Art of the Oracle. If you're interested in a private reading, I do have time on my calendar. I'd love to work with you. I do that through Zoom calls, so you can ask the questions as we go through any of the cards. We can choose a deck of cards that feels appropriate for you and what you're drawn to. So thank you so much for being here. And until tomorrow, have an amazing day. Bye now.